Build Hogwarts, part 66. Today we are going to finish the courtyard of the Clocktower, and we're going to do some landscaping as well. How far we'll get with the landscaping, who knows? Okay, so the courtyard is actually nearly done. It's not going to take much longer. So let's get rid of our inventory. Okay, and so for the first thing we are going to need some spruce slabs. And I think that's actually it in terms of building. We are also going to need some more bits. We're going to need some TNT and flint and steel. I'm going to blow some bits up. It's going to be fun. We also want some vines and some mossy blocks. Get some moss carpet in there, or some moss blocks, block of leaves, any leaves you want. I think we'll go for the flowered ones, nice and pretty. You want some of the, the azaleas as well, and let's go for some darker ones, so spruce leaves as well. I think that's it. Okay, let me double check. I did finish the fountain, yes indeedy. So we're just gonna focus on the spruce. Right, so let me grab my bearings. Okay, one on the top, one down on that side, and down there, across to about halfway down that and halfway down that. Simple enough, she says. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to start off with this row here. We're just going to stick one all the way along the top. Let's get rid of the sound. Okay. Better. So today we're going to continue with some landscaping. Next week will probably also be a landscaping one. We've got quite a bit of landscaping to do in preparation for the wooden bridge. Take this side down about halfway down. Would we say that's halfway? I'd say that was halfway. It doesn't have to be exact, roughly. And same over here, go about halfway down. It doesn't have to be symmetrical because it's in ruins. This one, we're doing a ruined version of this courtyard. There are two versions. One is in ruins, one is not. But I prefer the ruined version, so that's what I'm doing. If you don't want yours in ruins, don't blow it up. And just put little roofs on your towers, similar to how I always do my roofs. Right, so we're gonna come one block down or half a block down and repeat. Like so. See, I've got quite a bit of landscaping to do in preparation for the wooden bridge. Quite a lot. It may take two. We shall soon see. And then again, just come under, like so. You could do it like that, actually. Let's take it as far as it will go. Same over here. It just follows all the way around, but we'll come back to that bit. Oh, I know. I've made a boo-boo somewhere. What have I done wrong? Okay. Knock out those bits there. Works if you're going from the bottom to the top, and we're going from the top to the bottom. So let's go from the top to the bottom to the top. We should meet. Bum, 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 bum. Probably best doing it all at once. Makes the corners a little bit easier. Oops, oops, oops. Oh. I'll fix that in a bit because I don't want to lose anything out the inventory just yet. Oh, gone too far. Ah, it's ruined. Oops. It's a ruined courtyard. It doesn't matter about a couple of holes. We're about to blow some big ones. Okie dokie, and up. So this week is also going to be the last week for voting for Hagrid's Hut or for the Viaduct Bridge. That is the bridge at the front near the Great Hall that goes across to the east side of the castle. So this is your last week for voting. At the moment the bridge is winning. It was Hagrid's, but now it's the bridge. The bridge is winning, so if you want to change it, make sure you vote. Next week the voting will close and then I can go tally it all up because it's going to take me time to plan it, to record it, edit it, so I need to give myself a couple of weeks grace in order to do that. So last week for voting, Hagrid's Hut or the Viaduct Bridge. And again with the Viaduct Bridge there are two versions of the bridge. There is one where it goes from the corner of the courtyard, but that goes to the east side of the castle, and that's the one that we're most familiar with. But in the last two movies they changed the location of the bridge and they put it in the middle of the courtyard and it goes straight across into empty cliff as such. So we can't do that because of where we've put our boathouse. Well, you can, but it's going to look really odd with your boathouse. So we're going to go to the diagonal instead, so it's more like the fourth film with this one. Because in the fourth one he flies around it on his broomstick. That's the one that we're mostly replicating when it comes to that Viaduct Bridge. Okay, I'm going to fast forward this bit now because I think you've got the idea of what to do and you don't really want to watch me do it. So I'm going to fast forward. Just go up half a block until you meet the top. Here we go, see you in a few. Okay, I'm done. Didn't take too long. Right, so now we're going to throw bits of TNT about. We're going to throw it on the ends there and on the ends there. We might put one on the edge there and a couple around there. Okay, so TNT, we're going to put one there. One there, and one there. Let's see what that does. Okay, that actually looks pretty good. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a couple of vines on it. Just sprinkle one or two. Don't forget the vines will grow. Put some leaves about. It's been covered with moss over time. We're going to put some mossy carpet down at the bottom here. Place one or two with mossy blocks. As random as you can, because moss doesn't grow in a pattern. Stick that one in the moss there, and that one, oops, all the moss. Okay, you could also replace some of the stone bricks with mossy stone bricks. Let's stick a vine or two here. I say the vines will grow, so don't worry about it at the moment. That'll change shortly. We're going to throw some vines over here. some vines along there and along there. We're going to put a TNT there and a TNT there. There's no pattern. I'm going to put another one there. That's better. Because we want it to give a crumbled down effect. There we go. What happens if we put one, say, there? Don't want to create too big of a hole. Not a great deal. We'll fix that in a moment. Okay, let's put one there. Okay, that's good. So we can put some mossy blocks in and some flowery ones too. Same with this one. Where's my leaves? There's my leaves. And put some vines along that as well. And along there. And along there. And along there. And along there. A bit random. More TNT. We're going to put one there, I think. Yeah. And we're going to put one there. Good, good, good. Gives it a more natural look, doesn't it? I find. Let's go put some flowery ones over here. And then just take away the ones that look silly, like those two. And maybe those two. Don't forget your vines. Okay, looks it's already starting to grow. There's two there. It's got to be a little bit patient and let it grow on its own. It is tempting to add more to it, but if you want it to have a more natural look, that's what we want. Okay, so in the corners put some bit of moss. Whoops, not by much moss. And over here. Should we put a couple of benches in there? I think we will, and I think we're going to use the nice new mangrove wood. So we're going to go for mangrove stairs and mangrove slabs. So we're going to put them in the corners. So we're going to put a couple of slabs there like so. Then one upside down there, take that one out, a couple of slabs across, and another one. Voila! Okay, let's put some nice prettier ones there. There we go. Just go all the way across. I'll put some in this corner too, some over there. Let's go put a bench over here, like that. Let's go there. 1, 2, 3 and 4. And a bench. There we go, another bench. Right, it's done. It's got a ruined look about it. If we want to add some more TNT, go right ahead. Let's add a little bit more, I think. We're looking a bit too perfect over here. We don't want to look too perfect. That's better. Let's put some leaves. There we go. I think that looks good. Okay, I think we'll blow a couple of bits over here. I knew it was going to do that. I knew I was too close. Okay, so we need to fix the hole in our wall there. Okay, and same over on this side. We've already got a nice big divot there, so we're going to add another one here though, I think. Yep, and we're going to put one there and there. Yeah, I don't want to put one over there because it could just blow another hole in my wall. There we go. Just add a couple more vines. Not all of them will grow because of the fencing. The fencing will stop them. So put a couple of below down. See what happens. Okay, we need to put some of these along here. And I think that'll do it. Let's say we'll come back later and hopefully the vines will have grown a little bit more and it'll look a bit better. But I quite like that. We really like the mangrove wood as well. They look good. Right, so what time are we on? Oh, we've got a good half an hour. So we want some grass blocks. And we're going to go and do a bit of landscaping. We're going to go and carry on with this bit over here. We're going to try and get what we can done over here, and next week will be another landscaping one, but we're going to focus at the end of that courtyard because for the wooden bridge to come out we need the landscaping to slope down and out because it's in a ravine, so we need to create the ravine. So I think that's going to take at least one episode to do that. The bridge I think is going to take a little while too, so we might break it up. Landscaping bridge. See how we get on. Right, now I did have a plan in my head as to how to do this. Unfortunately, the plan's now gone. Okay, right, so I think, right, it's not straight, that's straight. Okie dokie, so I'm going to pull that out. How far do I pull that out there? Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go 5. So that's on the corner of there, is it? Okay, let's have a look through. So on the corner of there. So what we're looking for is this flat bit here. And we're just basically going to follow it down Doesn't have to be exact. I'm going to come out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to pull this out. Oops. See how far we can go with it. I'd say about there actually, and then it's just a case of joining that to that. So how many did I pull that out by? Let's go and check. So we're going to count the end ones. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23, 24, 25, 30, 35, 40, 44, let's go for a 45. 45 blocks. So we've come out 5 here from the corner, or roughly the corner of that flat. Coming out by 5, and I'm going to go along by 45. Okay. I'm going to go along there, so it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll go 6. I'm going to come over here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Drop underneath there. Those bits off now. Okay, so this bit here, fill in. So we're going to fill this in with grass. You can of course put the odd bit of stone should you wish to. So my main build is almost complete. We have both me and Centaur have been working hard on it. Centaur has done quite a lot of the interior. She's my interior designer. I'm the builder, she's the interior. But it's nearly done. Nearly done indeed. And when it is done, I might give you all another sneak peek. What do you think? Do you want a sneak peek? Just let me know. that's what we're looking like. So all we need to do now is essentially join this down to there. We just want to slope it nicely. Don't want it to go too steep because it's meant to be a long gradual slope. So we're going to draw our line first, I think. I'm going to go 3 and then we're going to go up. Let's go from there, it's a bit easier like that, isn't it? Then 1, 2, 3, and then a 1, 2, a 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Start at 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, and a 1, and a 1, 2, and a 1, 1, 2, 3, and 1. Okay, we need to go a little bit steeper. 1, 2, 3. I think we'll just bring that down actually. Yeah, we'll follow that line. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ones, then a 2, then 2 ones, then a 2, then a 3, then a 2, then a 2, then a 2, then a 3, and a 3. Right, so the end bit is where it's going to get a little bit fiddly. That bit's not too bad. So all we're going to do is we're just going to pull it out, like so. Some of you have built yours on a normal world and not a super flat world, so you may not need to do this. I know Scorpio Mum does not need to do this. I think we'll stop that there, just one before it, that looks nice. You probably don't need to do this landscaping. Billy, I think you do. If you've done it on a normal world, you may not, depending on where you put it. Fill in the gaps. And then the same with this one. We are going to bring this so it's level underneath there. It is meant to be steep, this part. Bring that out. See, for me, I've built this on my main build. I've built it in a normal world and not a super flat world, so I've carved the landscaping out rather than building it in, which is is why it's a little bit different for me here, and I'm trying to plan it properly because it's a little different when you just go with the flow and you're just digging it out until it looks good. You've then got to dissect what you've done and say, okay, how did I do that? How did I do this? And that's what I'm essentially doing with these. Getting a little bit lost now. But that's fine. I say it doesn't have to be perfect. I do get asked a lot if we are going to be doing the Chamber of Secrets. We will be doing the Chamber of Secrets. In fact, I am working on the Chamber of Secrets on my main building right now. I'm only digging it out at the moment, so it's still got a long way to go. But we have done the sink, we have done the pipe work, we have used a little bit of redstone. But don't worry, I will go through it step by step like I do everything else. Right, I think what we need to do now is draw a line from here to over there. So let's just see what we get. If we come like that. That bring us. Break out, otherwise we'll get confused. Okay, we want to come out a bit further then. So let's come out another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can do pull out the next lot. And I think we'll stop one before it. Okie dokie. And let's draw another line and see where that takes us. Oh, so close. We'll do another 5. No, we won't. We'll do 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's do our line. Oh, 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 oh. We can work with that. We can work with that. In fact, what we'll do is we'll take about half of it out, and then we'll just add an extra one there. There we go, that'll do it. Right, so bring all that up. So yeah, that works. I'm going to bring that in. Yes, see, look at that. Okay. So we're going to finish this section. We're not going to get the drop down bit, but that won't take as long as you think. Well, it will, but I'll be able to use a lot of fast forward. I'm not going to use the fast forward here because it's a little bit more fiddlier, but we will get this section done. So just a heads up that my recordings might change a little bit in the future, only very briefly, because the kids are about to break up from school for the summer holidays, and I'm not going to be able to do the recordings at midnight or wherever. It's far too late for me. I can't do it and get up in the morning with my toddler. So 1 or 2 may have to be recorded with my toddler about. It'll just take me a little while to record it because my attention will be divided. There's no other way around it. It will only be 1 or 2. I am currently, this will put me 3 ahead. They don't break up for another week or so. So yeah, I can't jump too far ahead until the voting's done, you see. So I have to give everybody a chance to vote, which is why I'm going to close it next week. So I have to wait for next week's video to be published and become live before I can start planning further on, which is why I'm going to start closing the voting for that. If that makes sense. I don't always make sense. But I'm sure you know that by now. Right, we don't want to come all the way in. We will stagger that one a bit. bring that one all the way to the end on this one, I think. No. Yeah. I'm going to bring it in like that. Okay, and then we're going to bring this one a bit higher, because it is meant to be nice and steep. I think we'll bring it up 2 more blocks high, like so, before we take it in again. Okay, and just pull this side out. It doesn't have to be straight, it doesn't have to be perfect. I keep telling myself that, and yet I keep making it straight. Okay. We're going to come in one now, I think. And we're going to raise it up. Nope. We're going to raise it up at the back by 2 at least. Yeah, I think we'll stick with 2. To the back of that, I think. Let's just bring all that up like that. Go. Yeah, leave it like that. 2 more left to do, and that'll be it for today. I do suspect I might have gone over a tad. Well, we've got a little bit more to do actually before I finish this bit off. Okay. Just going to add a couple more to the ends of these. And that's this bit done. So next time we do run this bit, we're going to focus on dropping that down there and dropping that down there, and then detailing it. For the time being, with this section here, you can do what you want with it. You can leave it as it is, make it pretty, put some grass, put some flowers on there. I would personally go with the flowers. I do like the flowers. Or you can rough it up a bit, make it rough around the edges, blow a couple of holes in it, build underneath the holes, add a bit of stone in there, add a bit of gravel, throw in a tree. It's entirely up to you. Officially on the model there's not a lot here, which is why I leave it more or less bare. I'll put in a couple of flowers. So got one last thing to do. So we want some stone brick. Keep that just in case I blow some holes somewhere I'm not meant to. And I think we want, I think that's andesite slabs. Nope, it's stone slabs. Stone slabs. And we'll go for some bone meal. We'll throw some bone meal about. Right. So. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So what we're going to do, we also want some glass blocks. So we're going to add a couple more windows. Glass blocks. 2, 3, 4. Right, yes. Okay, so we're going to come 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks from the bottom of this one. So we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4. Punch one out. It's up to you if you want to punch out the stuff underneath. Ooh, that's the floor. Or just leave it back. It's not as if anybody's going to see behind these windows. And we're going to add in another 4. Should we add in a 5th one? I think we'll add in a 5th one. So then we're going to get our stone bricks and we're going to come down, and with them we're just going to build this up until there's our windows. We want to go, say, 3 blocks below the window. Fact, I think we'll stick with. We'll stick with what we've got. I'm just going to make it a bit lower. Yes, because we're putting a stone brick, so knock another one off. So it's 4 blocks below that last window. And just go along and add them until you can't add any more. What's going on, honestly? Okay, and then we're going to top it off with a stone slab. Probably work that bit out. And that's it for today. But look at that! Just don't look at that bit underneath there. And you're alright, yay! Look at that! Oh gosh, I've got all stiff. Right, so that's it for today. We have gone over our time a bit, but not bad. So next week is landscaping, more of it. But we need to do a couple before we can start the wooden bridge. And the next time we get to do some landscaping around here, we will drop these down to meet the ground. We won't release the water yet though. It'll be a long time before we release the water. We'll do the landscaping all down here first. Okay. That's probably more like to extend the water. Right, yeah. Okie dokie. So next week landscaping for the wooden bridge. We're going to go at the end of the courtyard and we're going to come down into a V. I don't know how many it's going to take, 1, maybe 2, and then we can come to the bridge itself. Homework. I'm going to give you some more homework. You may have already have done this, but I keep forgetting to actually tell you to do it, so you may not. So what I want you to do is just draw a line all the way across here. And do the same thing that we did on this side, just slope it down until it meets. You're probably not going to get all the way down to the bottom of this. You're probably going to get to about here maybe before it meets, but that's fine. If you want it to go further down, just drop it in 2s, but it doesn't need to, you just need to meet in the middle. It's only a very small ravine, this one. Has to be because there's 2 buildings on it. So just do the same thing that we've done. See, go all the way across like that. Okay, for the time being, just cap it off as best you can here, and we will worry about this section when we actually get to do the landscaping around here, because that's probably going to slope down there too. This section is going to slope down here as well, I think. Yeah, so for the time being, just copy this side over onto that side. Again, some of you may have already done it, but I keep forgetting to actually tell you to do it. So now do it, go do your homework. Okay, so that's it for me. Next week, landscaping. Last week for voting, Hagrid's hut or the Viaduct bridge, you choose. And let me know in the comments which one, the bridge or Hagrid's, the bridge or Hagrid's. And I shall see you guys next week. Don't forget our lives. Our lives have actually changed a bit now. We tend to stream on a Friday and a Sunday. But we are no longer building Hogwarts in survival. We're taking a break. I'm all Hogwarted out now. done lots of Hogwarts. I've got this Hogwarts, I've got my main build Hogwarts and the survival Hogwarts, and then I'm helping people with the Hogwarts, so I'm a bit Hogwarted out. So we're taking a break from doing survival in Hogwarts in survival, and we're building Durmstrang in survival instead, because we've almost built Durmstrang 2, and that looks awesome. I'm rather proud of what we've done with the Durmstrang Institute there. There will be tutorials on that, but at a bit later date. I want to get the survivals a bit further along first before we start the tutorials on that. And again, that's going to be a big build, so it's going to take quite a bit for those ones. So I'm not sure when the tutorials for Durmstrang will be, but if you want to come and have a look at Durmstrang, join us for our live streams on either Friday or Sunday evenings, where we stream from about 10 PM UK time, 5 PM West Coast side or East Coast side. I forget which one. I always get those two mixed up. Because we've got quite a few people following us from that way. So you're about 5-6 hours behind us. So it's about 5 o'clock for you and 10 PM for me. I don't know what the zones are for the rest of the world, I'm afraid. So until then, take care of yourselves. Like or subscribe.